Hi Fluffsters! Before we get into the audio, I just want to say thank you to Cartoonic M for submitting the script to the Fluffy Script Theater. If you want any story or fantasy you want to, come true by hearing my voice, you can submit it in the links below. Okay, let's get into the audio! Wow, that was quite a fall I had. After that, I'll think nothing of falling downstairs. Now where did that white rabbit go? There he is. Wait up! I just want to know where you're going. I've done a very long haul just to catch up to you. Wait, please! No sign of him. Just a hallway of doors. I wonder which one he went into. This one is locked. This one too. These two. Oh, how am I ever going to find him now? Huh? What's this? A little glass table? I didn't see it there before. And there's a golden key on it. I'm sure it opens one of these doors. Come on, Alex. Don't lose your temper that way. You're too big to cry after all. I just need to try again. A curtain? Why didn't I notice that before? And why it is so small? Another door? Then this must be what this key unlocks. That's a beautiful garden. The flowers look amazing and there are cool fountains too. Oh, I would sure like to explore it. Now, if only I can get my head through. It's no use. I wish I could shut up like a telescope. Well, with everything that's happened here, I think I could. But how do I do it? Maybe I'll go back to the table and see if a woodpoke appears. No woodpoke, but there's a bottle. Drink me. Better see if it's poison or not. If you drink a bottle marked poison, it'll almost certainly disagree with you sooner or later. Or something like that. Well, I don't see poison marked anywhere, so down the hatch. Is that cherry tart? No. Custard? I'll drink the rest of it just to make sure. A mixed cocktail flavors. Pineapple, roast turkey, toffee, and hot butter toast. This is an odd drink. What? I am shrinking. Yes! Now I can get into the garden. Dang it! I should have shot it when I was my normal size. Where did I put that key? Wait. I left it on the table. Whoop! Alright then, I'll try to push it down. It's too heavy. You idiot, Alex. Why'd you have to leave the key on the table? Stupid, stupid, stupid. Ow, 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 ow. Come on, there's no use going like that. Cut it out this minute and calm down. Huh? Okay, that box really wasn't there before. A cake? And the curtain spells out, "Eat me." Well, I'll eat it. If I grow, I'll reach the key. If I shrink, I'll creep under the door. Either way, I'll get into the garden, and I don't care which happens. Okay, so I'm growing. This is good, right? Ah, here's the key. Now I can... Wait, I'm not done yet? I wonder if I should have eaten less of that cake. Curiosa and curiosa. Ow! Oh, that hurt. But at least I've stopped growing. Even if I became bigger than I expected, maybe there's some of that drink left. No. I shouldn't have drunk it all. Why did I drink it all? I'll never get into the garden now. And I'll never be able to go home now. Oh, what am I going to do? You should be ashamed of yourself, Alex. A big guy like you crying like this? Stop it right now. Stop it. Stop it. Hey, that's the white rabbit. Maybe he can help. If you please, sir. Well, I can't say I blame him. I must have terrified him with how big I am right now. Oh, he accidentally left his fan and gloves behind. Maybe I can hold on to them for him. I'm sure he'll want them back. And maybe he won't mind if I just fan myself for a moment since I'm hot from all this crying. Oh, how strange everything is today. And yesterday, it all seemed so normal. I wonder if I've been changed overnight. Am I Adam? No, his hair's too curly and mine is not. And I can't be Mason. I know all kinds of things, and he doesn't. But maybe... I know! I tried to remember all the things I learned in school. Let's see. 4 times 5 is 12, and 4 times 6 is 13, and 4 times 7 is... I'll never get to 20 at this rate. Okay, let's try geography. London is the capital of Paris, and Paris is the capital of Rome. And Rome is... No, that's all wrong. I must have changed for Mason. Wait, I can recite How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale? How cheerful he seems to grin, how neatly spread his claws, and welcome little fishes in his gently smiling jaws. No, those aren't the right words. I must be Mason after all. I have to go live in that wonder shack with almost no games to play and more errands than I'll care to do. No, I've made up my mind. If I'm Mason, I'll stay down here. If they put their heads down and say, "Come up again," I'll only look up and say, "Who am I then? Tell me that first. If I like being that person, I'll come up. If not, I'll stay down here till I'm somebody else." Dang it! Why don't they put their heads down? Don't they know where I am? I'm beginning to get tired of being all alone here. Hello? Anyone? I'm right here. I'm trapped down here and I would like to get out. Wait, I went down a very deep rabbit hole. Maybe I did fall through the center of the earth. What if I can't find my way home from the other side of the world? Oh, why did I chase that stupid rabbit in the first place? Now I'm stuck here forever. Oh no, I got the weapons glove all over my tears. Wait, how did I get them on my hands in the first place? I'm small again! The fan must have shrunk me! I'm the right size to get into the garden again! Crud, I forgot the key again, and I don't know where it is now. Maybe I can knock the door down with sheer force. I'll have to get a running start first. What? What did I fall into? The sea? Wait, this isn't the sea. It's the pool of tears I made when I was 9 feet high. Oh, I wish I hadn't cried so much. I'm probably getting punished for it now by drowning in my own tears. Hey, there's some animals swimming in my tears too. I wonder where they are going. They all seem to be heading in one direction. Maybe they found shore. I should follow them.